The work of some artists inspires me. Some make me smile, some confuse me, some make me want to look away. The work of others has little or no effect on me at all. This week, by chance, I came across an artist who makes me sick, and I do mean that when I think of him and his work, a gorge rises in my throat. In spite of that, no, because of that, I will discuss him here. He is a Frenchman, Jacques-Louis David. He painted at the end of the 18th century and the beginning of the next. His first work of note is the Oath of the Horatii. It's a bouillon chauvinistic piece that glorifies war and denigrates women. His next significant work is The Death of Socrates, an image that turns an historical event into a soap opera, attempting to elevate sentimentality into art. That may sound like a severe criticism, but Monsieur David is just getting warmed up. Me too. He made friends with the revolutionaries in France, joined up with the Jacobins, and was commissioned by them to paint a great canvas of the tennis court oath, a great moment in their short history. A sketch of this is all that survives, but it is enough to reveal that the finished picture would have been the oath of the Horatii gone from family group to fulsome mob. It did not become a painting because in 2 years' time some of the heroes in the cast had become enemies. The idea and the painting were shelved. There was other work to do. By that time, David had risen to become a member of the ruling committee and had been appointed the Minister of Propaganda. In that capacity, asked to do whatever he could to promote the revolution, he staged many impressive festivals and ceremonies, chief among them being funeral processions. The Reign of Terror had arrived, and it was a bloody time. When Jean-Paul Marat was murdered in his bath, David set out to arrange for his funeral. He was going to make Marat an even bigger hero in death than he had been alive. He wanted citizens to view the corpse, which he carefully arranged to look like a stricken Jesus taken down from the cross, a figure all would instantly recognize. But nature was working against this as the body began to putrefy and smell. They tried to counter this by moving up the funeral and washing the corpse with vinegar and water, but it was no good. The body had to be interred. David immediately produced a painting of the event, Marat dying in his bath, the deceptive, bloody, incriminating note from Charlotte Corday clutched in his hand, the murder weapon on the floor. David does his best to depict Marat as a martyr, again invoking the Pietà, as he had done with the body, which in the painting has been miraculously cured of its skin disease, why Marat was in a bath in the first place. We can't have any pock-marked saints. This is the work not of a great artist, but of a minister of propaganda. David's wife, a royalist, left him after he voted for the execution of the king. When the revolution ended, David was jailed twice, during which time he produced a dandy of a self-portrait. Eventually he got out, begged forgiveness from his ex-wife, and they remarried. Soon he was painting the coronation of Napoleon, as well as a portrait of the man with his hand tidily tucked inside his tunic. This was followed by what I think may be the most awful and simply false painting in the history of Western art. That would be the one which shows the emperor astride a gallant steed. This is supposed to capture the great leader on his way over the Alps to conquer Austria. History notes that Napoleon did cross the Alps riding on a mule. The ludicrous portrait painted by David reminds me of nothing so much as an exceptionally well-dressed monkey reaching for a banana. And David painted 5 versions of this execrable scene. Let's see, Scarlet Cape, Golden Cape, huge artistic decisions. He cranked out a few more works and taught master classes after the fall of Napoleon, and then left, for safety's sake, for Brussels. When I consider the career of this man and the examples of his work, which many regard as great masterpieces, I think of Albert Speer and Leni Riefenstahl. Speer, of course, designed the great spectacles that sold Der Fuhrer to the citizens, while Riefenstahl was there to get it all on film, a permanent record of the eternal glory of the Third Reich. When art serves immediate political ends, it is not art, it's propaganda. All art is a lie, but propaganda is a particular kind of lie, one that seeks a benefit, a result, and that is power. However masterful his technique, this Jacques-Louis David was a hack of the worst sort. His work doesn't belong in museums. It belongs in dumpsters.